Since first introduced in 2008, Apple's popular MacBook Air has ditched its classic wedge shape and has been given a massive redesign, making it thinner, with a bigger screen and better webcam, ready for the next generation. In today's video, we review why the new Apple M2 is so loved by digital creators. However, there are a ton of more redesigns and modifications coming to the new model. There's a lot to appreciate about this model, which features a significantly revised body design, a new color palette, and the return of MagSafe charging. Let's examine the updated features and find out why the new MacBook Air M2 belongs on the digital creators list of the greatest laptops. Performance. The new CPU has more efficient cores that have been greatly improved for even better performance benefits, along with faster performance cores and a bigger cache. Together, they provide 18% more multi-threaded performance than M1, allowing M2 to handle CPU-intensive operations like layering effects into music or applying intricate filters to photographs quickly and efficiently. The CPU in the M2 offers roughly twice the performance at the same power level as the newest 10-core PC laptop chip. Additionally, M2 uses only a fifth of the power while still providing the PC chip's maximum performance. In contrast to the most recent 12-core PC laptop CPU, which requires significantly more power to give a boost in performance, M2 delivers approximately 90% of the peak performance of the 12-core processor, while utilizing just one-fourth of the power. With twice the performance level, but the battery has to be strong enough to handle it. Well, keep watching, and we will find out shortly. Display and design. The Apple M2 has had a pretty dramatic makeover from Apple, which included a 20% reduction in size and a new color palette. The display is larger at 13.6 inches and 25% brighter than the previous model, and it comes in silver, gray, starlight, and midnight, which is essentially a dark blue color. And anything bigger, brighter, and has more color, digital creators love. With no tapering and merely a flat top and bottom with flattened sides, the exterior frame has adapted the classic, streamlined style of the 14-inch MacBook Pro from the previous year. However, the M2 Air is significantly slimmer than the relatively chunky-appearing Pro, since it is 4.8 mm thinner, 50 grams lighter, and 20% smaller by volume than the previous generation. The laptop feels exceptionally robust, despite having a thin frame. Open the lid to discover the 13.6-inch screen that is 25% brighter, just as clear and lovely, and offers a little bit more workspace than the 13.3-inch screen it replaces. Digital Camera World writer Jason Parnell-Brooks says the Apple M2 is a fantastically bright, sharp screen with a good viewing angle, and is slightly better to edit images on than the M1. Get connected with us by subscribing to our channel below and get instant access to tech news, updates, reviews, and helpful tips. Battery life. With many hours of photo editing, 20 or more tabs open in Chrome, and a number of other apps and smaller tools, the battery life is still top tier. It routinely lasts longer than 16 hours between charges. You won't have to bring the charger to work or lectures with you. The provided 35-watt charger and MagSafe cable takes up to 2 hours and 15 minutes to fully charge, although it can be quickly charged to 50% using a 67 watts or higher power adapter if you have one.
Great.
Keep up with us, and let's find out an interesting feature Apple has put in place not just for tech, but for the environment's sustainability. Camera and audio. There is now a far better camera than the previous one because of the notch. Now there is a 1080p camera available for FaceTime, and the washed-out image during your Zoom call has been improved. The screen is also bigger. 4 speakers that are concealed in the Air's deck produce sound that is reasonably wide and immersive for a laptop. MagSafe. Compared to the M1, which only supports USB-C charging, there is once again a MagSafe connector, which is a significant improvement. So, for instance, if you or someone accidentally trips over or pulls the charger from the power outlet, it will simply separate from the MacBook. So here the word air becomes literal, rather than the medium through which it flies.
Cool.
The charging cable is also made of fabric, and it doesn't tangle, However, we would suggest upgrading to a twin USB-C charger instead, so you can charge your phone and laptop at the same time. The environment and sustainability. The new MacBook Air and 13-inch MacBook Pro are able to meet Apple's high requirements for energy economy, thanks to M2's power-efficient capabilities. With a goal of having a net zero climate effect throughout the whole company by 2030, including all product life cycles and manufacturing supply chains, Apple is currently carbon neutral for its global corporate activities. As a result, every chip produced by Apple will be completely carbon neutral throughout the whole manufacturing process.
Impressive.
Aluminum, steel, tin, rare earth elements, plastic are found in the recycled components used to make the MacBook Air M2. In most cases, the computer can be fixed, and Apple will replace the battery for £129. Apple provides free recycling and trade-in options, including non-Apple products. Price? You can purchase the Apple MacBook Air M2, has an 8-core GPU, 8 GB of RAM, and 256 GB of storage for £1,249 or $1,199 or $1,899 Australian dollars. The cost of doubling the RAM or storage is £200 or $200 or 300 Australian dollars. The variant costs £1,549 or $1,499 or $2,349 Australian dollars, and includes a 2-port 35 watts USB-C charger or 67 watts power converter, which comes with a 10-core GPU, 8 GB of RAM, and 512 GB of storage. The M2 chip's quick performance, along with its performance and a class-leading battery life of roughly 16 hours, makes this the best premium creativity laptop currently on the market. Get interactive with us and let us know your thoughts about the new Apple M2. You can go ahead and check out our rounded-up video on the upcoming new iPad Pro 2022. Time to switch from your Surface Pro and iPad Air.